Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my DC Free Comic Book Day 2025 news. And we finally got some information on what DC is going to be doing on Free Comic Book Day in 2025, and that is May 3rd. So, let's get into this. So, they're going to have some, original graphic novels for early and middle grade readers. There's also a DC's All-In foot free to read with registration on DC Universe Infinite. The foot book will feature the debut of Dan Slott and Raphael Albuquerque's Superman Unlimited on one side, and Jeff Lemire, Giuseppe Camicoli, and Stefano Nessi's story set in the Absolute Universe. In that tale, dark forces begin to gather in the shadows, forces that have been waiting a very long time to shape events and seize control. All the while, a mysterious figure watches. But who is this powerful new character, and what do they want with Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and the rest of the emerging heroes? And then, of course, we've got the covers for both sides. Okay, there we go. Those look pretty cool. That's interesting for Dan Slott to be doing one on Superman. We'll have to see how that kind of works out and how that... I was happy with what Dan was doing with the Fantastic Four. I understand having problems with his stuff that he that he did with Spider-Man. However, I have not read that stuff yet. So let's see here. Then we've also got DC Superman's Good Guy Gang 2025 Special Edition. That includes a chapter of the new superpowered buddy comedy from the creator behind Death and Sparkles, Rob Justice, and launches DC's early reader initiative timed at DC's Summer of Superman. Well, at least they're lining up with Superman coming out this summer, so synergy. However, that doesn't always necessarily work out in the best case kind of favors. It's interesting seeing DC doing that, and of course Marvel doing that with Sam Wilson and Captain America and the Red Hulk. So, there's that. So it's okay. And then there's Kanga U Tests and Tournaments by writer Charlie Fish and artist Yancey Labatt. I'm not that well versed with this, because then I looked at the cover and I'm like, this is evidently linked up with Wonder Woman? So it's okay, check that out if you want to. Of course, they have the press release. I like doing Free Comic Book Day, and I like that they're doing that. It gets people into the comic book shops, it gets people interested, has that kind of really good jumping on point of this is where we're going during the summer, and everything kind of going on into the future. It's a really good thing for that. And I actually really think that Marvel's must-haves is another great thing to do that outside of Free Comic Book Day of, say, a series is going on, and you kind of want that perfect kind of jumping on point with certain kind of ones. You curate ones, and they're free ones for people to look at and to get an understanding of the writing team and the creative team as well. When we're doing you gotta get registration for this service, this app, that thing, it always rubs me the wrong way. If there was better privacy, data protection, all that kind of stuff, yeah, but it then is just data harvesting and collection, even if you don't engage with it. And I would rather have these things be built to build engagement with the audience, get them with interesting stories, and creative teams get them really into it, and then have them kind of just check out, or even come into the comic book shop and talk with their local comic book people to get into what's going on with DC, Marvel, any of the other kind of publishers, what's on the shelves, what looks kind of cool, what piques their interests. So yeah, that. Okay, here's the Dan Slott one. In the special zero-issue installment of the forthcoming Superman Unlimited ongoing series, you'll witness the prelude to the biggest Superman comic adventure of the year, as well as an ominous new threat from the heavens that will change the course of Kryptonian life on planet Earth as we know it. Okay, cool. I just want to know why it took so long for them to kind of get this out when we had it pretty much up with other kind of ones so much earlier. But I'm glad that Superman seems to be a bigger kind of focus and is lining up with Superman coming out this summer as well, which I really do like that trailer, and I will look forward to watching it when it comes out on like Blu-ray or on streaming, because I like the physical kind of stuff and everything, and that's just how I like doing stuff now. I've been doing it for a while, and it's just kind of more comfortable at the moment, especially with how expensive movie theaters and everything are at the moment. But I'm glad that we're getting some lineup with that. Hopefully it's not completely kind of crazy with the synergy. I like a kind of balance of like, here's a nice kind of jumping on point, or point them to the stories that have influenced the movies. Like when James Gunn was like rattling off what things were pretty much inspiring his take on Superman here. It's like, have those available. Re-release those in certain kind of like trade backs and whatnot, so people have easier access to them, and then you'd get them in that way and all that. So we'll see how that kind of goes. I'm glad we got information on that, and I'll be looking forward to seeing what goes on with that on Free Comic Book Day. So those are my opinions on the news. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like them? If you don't like them, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.